Howdy, this is Lemmy with RevZilla, here to talk to you today about the Dunlop Roadsmart 3 tire. You should be looking into a Dunlop Roadsmart 3 for your bike if you want great grip, but you also need acceptable mileage from a tire. Now, these are currently being made in a couple different sizes, but I think you're going to find these are fitting mostly sport and sporty bikes. These are typically going to be coming out in a 17-inch. We're going to see most fitments in that size. These are going to be appropriate, again, for a lot of naked sport bikes as well as sport touring bikes. If you're doing lots of mileage and you find yourself wearing flat spots in the center of your tires, something like a Roadsmart 3 might be a nice switch for you. So this tire, developed by Dunlop, is really a continuation of the Dunlop Roadsmart 2. Now the Roadsmart 3 is a direct shot across the bow at Michelin. They are taking, flat aim right at the Pilot Road 4 GT tire. So that was sort of one of their targets, one of their benchmarks they were trying to hit. And really they wanted to make sure that they had great grip out of these tires, and they also wanted to make sure they got great mileage. Now the way they did that, of course, is really twofold. This tire has loads of silica in it. If you guys have watched our tire videos before, you know anything about tires, you know that silica is going to provide great grip, specifically in colder and wet weather. Exactly the sort of situations that people who put lots of miles in their bike tend to run into. If you ride your bike a lot, whether it's on long trips or you do lots of commuting, you just happen to ride many days out of the year, odds are excellent you're probably going to run into some bad weather. So something like silica in the tire is going to help deal with that. It's going to give you good levels of grip even when the weather is not optimal. Now, as far as mileage, Dunlop also kind of helped that as well, and that's using their MultiTread technology. So MultiTread is kind of interesting stuff. What it is a dual compound tire. If you look at this tire, you may even be able to catch this here in the camera, but you'll notice down the center here, you'll see a line, and that's of the demarcation between the two flavors of rubber here. So there's a hard compound on the center strip of this tire, and that harder compound is a long-wearing compound. Again, so you don't wind up with that flat spot after doing some freeway miles. Now out to the shoulders, you've got a softer compound there, so as you lean deeper and deeper and your lean angle increases, you have more and more soft rubber hitting the ground. It's going to help you get the grip you need to feel confident on this set of skins. So I like what Dunlop has done with the Roadsmart 3. I have no time on this tire yet, but I'm always a big fan of their sport tires. They work really, really well. Don't take my word for it though. Cruise on over to Common Tread, where fearless editor Lance actually wrote a full review of these tires. He's been running the Roadsmarts for years on his own personal bike, and if you don't want to take either of our words for it, click down below. You can check out in the comment section, see what some folks who have rocked a set of Roadsmarts on their bike have to say about them. If you've got questions beyond that none of us have covered, feel free to get in touch with one of our gear geeks as well. See us at RevZilla.com. Of course, you can always give us a jingle on the telling bone, 877-792-9455. We'll get you a very friendly gear geek helping you out. As always, I'm Lemmy. I'm out of here.